let's move to the Big House.
Yes.
I was crazy excited about this game when I saw the schedule.
Yeah.
And then Washington came and cocked it all up, Sam.
Oh, my God. I have no idea. Like, my whole mind is blown by how terrible Washington looked against Montana.
I looked at these stats, Sam. I'm going to cut you off because I'm going to let you talk for a minute here. I looked at these Washington stats. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with them.
What you should do with them is see that they turned the ball over.
A lot.
Dylan Morris, 3 interceptions. 27 to 46 for 226 yards, 3 picks, no touchdowns. They couldn't really run the ball. Richard Newton, 17 carries, 62 yards to lead that team. They turned the ball over. They couldn't get things going, and maybe they were out thinking themselves, trying not to hold anything, trying to keep stuff off tape for Michigan. Which again, I don't like that, but
well, you definitely got to win the game.
Yeah,
that's the
you
problem.
have to win the game.
It's okay to do that if you're winning the game. If you're getting your ass kicked by Montana, then you got to throw all that shit out the window.
Yeah, I mean, sure, the final score was 13-7, so there were not. I mean, Washington wasn't scoring; they weren't moving the ball. Oh. Yeah, their defense kept Montana off the board a lot, but not enough. But you should be able to give up 13 points to Montana and comfortably win that game. Now you got to go to the Big House at night. That place is going to be fired up. I know Michigan doesn't get the same kind of reputation as Ohio State for being a tough place to play, but that's still 100,000 people.
No, and the Big House will be fired up. They'll be ready. They got a couple of big injuries that happened in their game.
Yeah, losing Ronnie Bell for the year definitely
huge.
Hurts Michigan a lot.
That took the wind out of my sails because you have listened to me in group chats over the last, 5 years, however long we've been friends. I am the one Michigan apologist that we all know and talk about. I have no idea why, by the way. I don't have any connection to the school at all. I've always, I guess I understand. When they're bad, I understand. Yeah. And when they're good, I understand. And the key to happiness, this is not gambling advice, folks. This is just life advice, all right? The key to happiness is perception minus reality. And if you end up with positive on that, you're good. If you end up in the negative, you're bad. If you think your life's goal is to win national championships and you're a Michigan fan, you're going to be sad.
Yeah.
Okay? All the time.
Ask a Nebraska fan.
If you think winning 9 games a year is spectacular, hey, you can be a really happy football fan all the time. Yeah. Every now and then you'll get an 8-win season or a disastrous 7-win season, and you'll just feel like your world is ending. Then every now and then you'll get a 10-win season, maybe win a bowl game, go 11, and it's just Christmas every day of your life. It's all about perception.
Managing expectations.
I have a healthy understanding of that, which is why I don't understand but I also don't understand
most Michigan fans don't.
No, I get it. Well, but I'm talking about the people that hate Michigan. If you're not an Ohio State fan, even if you are an Ohio State fan, how do you hate this school? I don't know how you hate someone you constantly beat the hell out of.
Yeah, it's because I think Michigan thinks of themselves so high. I mean, they think that they should be winning the East every year. They do.
Okay.
And Michigan fans have this level of arrogance about them. And they have not had the product on they haven't beaten Ohio State in how long?
Yeah, but that can't be your measuring tool.
And yet for Michigan it is. Michigan goes 1-11. If that one is beating Ohio State, people are happy.
That's insane. If they go 11-1 and one is getting beat by Ohio State, they're not happy. That's insane to me.
Sure, it is. And yet
that
is the mind of a Michigan fan.
We're not talking about this game enough. Michigan is a 6.5 point favorite. The total is 49. Sam, is Washington scoring?
Not if they look the same way as they did against Montana.
All right, so let's assume they're a much better team than what they put out on Montana.
Okay.
Substantially better than what we saw at Montana, because you can't take anything from Montana's game.
No, and nor can you really take a lot from Michigan beating Western Michigan.
They They beat somebody who
should have
probably could beat Washington.
Possibly.
So if you want to do the circular reasoning, Western Michigan is probably better than Washington, and they beat the hell out of Western Michigan.
Yeah, I'm not in love with Michigan's defense. I think there's weaknesses there. And if Washington's offense can figure something out, I mean, they didn't have anything figured out against Montana, but if they can, if they have enough in their back pocket to turn it on, I think they can put up some points against Michigan. At the end of the day, I think Michigan wins this game fairly handily.
I do too. 49. What do you think? So we both would take Michigan if we're going to make a pick on it.
Yes.
We're going to just tell you we both like Michigan. 49 points. Would you go over or under this? Because I'm kind of scared to go over.
Yeah, I would
let's
lean
say
under.
Washington scores, I don't know, 13?
Yeah, I would go under. I think Washington's defense is decent, if not good.
I do think Washington's going to be a better defense than Western Michigan or whatever.
Oh, clearly.
Like, so yeah, I mean, I don't foresee them dropping a 40 burger again. Man, I don't know. The total is hard for me. The side is very easy in this one for me.
Yeah, agreed. I mean,
I just see it.
It's Michigan.
For me, if it's a trap, I'm done.
For me, it's the under. Like I think it'll probably go. I think it'll go under. But Michigan is winning this game.
I just wonder, is there a world where Michigan keeps them from scoring at all? Because I do think Michigan's defense is, I don't know, 10 times better than Montana's.
Maybe. I don't love Michigan's defense.
That's fine. Let's